Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the family of Iryna Zarutska.
She didn't deserve that. Nobody does. Our country has to change on how we deal with these situations, and you know that requires our leadership to take action, and I need for them to take action. We can't just keep doing it the same way.
That is her uncle speaking with Good Morning America. That full interview is tomorrow morning on Channel 9 after Eyewitness News, again on GMA. We do thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Scott Wickersham.
And I'm Erica Bryant. And also now for the first time, we have some new insight into the light rail suspect's mind. We're hearing this straight from his mother. Just last night, we played the jailhouse phone call from Decarlos Brown to his sister, where he in that call revealed why he says he stabbed and killed Iryna Zarutska. It
was part of an hour we dedicated to telling this story, the crime, the calls for accountability, and the 23-year-old who came from a bomb shelter in Ukraine to America. Now, the suspect's mother says she believes the system failed here. But she also told Channel 9's Glenn Counts that she never, ever thought that her son was capable of anything like this. Glenn?
Well, Erica, it's been a very difficult 3 weeks for the mother of Decarlos Brown, but she says her pain actually began years ago when her son developed a mental illness. This is the light rail stop that forever changed two families. Iryna Zarutska had just gotten off work and sat in front of Decarlos Brown, who's charged with stabbing her in the throat, killing her.
I'm holding up by God's grace. That's how I'm holding up.
Michelle DeWitt is Brown's mother. She is trying to cope with the murder, and she told us she is praying for Iryna's family.
I am terribly sad in regards to what has happened. I wouldn't want that on anyone.
While she knew her son suffered from schizophrenia, she didn't think he was capable of such a violent act. She last saw him about a week before the light rail stabbing and says he talked about a material in his body controlling his actions.
Even at that point, did you ever think it's possible that he might actually hurt somebody else?
He's been saying it so long. You know, I want the police. The police is telling me what to eat. The police telling me how to act. But never hurt somebody? No.
Brown was homeless, spent time in prison for armed robbery. When he got out, his mother says they noticed a change in his behavior.
It got really bad when he came in, and he was very aggressive when he came in the home. We're like, hey, what's wrong with you? He came in as if someone was after him.
DeWitt says that 4 years ago, they got Brown involuntarily committed, and he got better. But then he decided not to take his medicine anymore.
My husband and I advised him, if you stay with the medicine, we can help you. But if you don't stick with the medication, then there's no need for you being here. So he decided he didn't want to take the medicine. He wanted to go to the shelter. And that's where we dropped him off at.
Since the murder, Brown's family has received death threats.
We had the police last night come and rip our house because someone threatened to come and kill us.
DeWitt is frustrated with calls to sentence her son to death because she believes he is mentally ill.
You don't know my son. You don't know what I went through with my son, how many years I've been through it.
DeWitt says she often thinks about the days when Brown was growing up before he got sick.
Good young man. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Mommy, don't pick that box up. I got it. That's the side that I miss.
Well, DeWitt tells us her son's last contact with police before the stabbing was for misusing the 911 system. She believes that should have been enough to get him admitted to a mental health facility, and she thinks had that happened, this tragedy possibly could have been prevented. Reporting live from the Mecklenburg County Jail, Glenn Counts, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, hearing the perspective from someone who knows him best. Glenn, thank you. One new proposal suggested by officials today in response to this attack to try to be a deterrent to crime is to restart the death penalty. Now, the death penalty has been on pause since 2006 due to legal challenges. Now, a plan was also introduced to call for an end to cashless bail for those who have past felony convictions, and to make sure that magistrates factor in homeless and mental health issues when they're deciding whether someone should be granted pretrial release. North Carolina Senate Leader Phil Berger and House Speaker Destin Hall laid out this crime package and proposals today, less than 2 weeks before they return to session.
We're dealing with a local government, really Mecklenburg County and City of Charlotte, two local governments that, in my opinion, have lost institutional control of their areas.
A spokesperson for Governor Josh Stein says the governor looks forward to finding bipartisan solutions. We covered more ideas to increase safety after this light rail attack. It's part of a 1-hour special called 9 Investigates the Light Rail Stabbing. It's streaming now on our website, on our app, and on YouTube.